You want to drop panties. Who doesn't? Cynics will tell you that it's about more than just a fragrance, that it's about style, personality, the whole package. Incorrect. Any disgusting pleb can instantly drop panties simply by wearing a sizzlingly sexy summer fragrance. Sizzlingly sexy summer fragrances for disgusting plebs. And beautiful, attractive people. I'm all about inclusivity here. There's just one problem. Ain't no sunshine here. Let's fix that with some YouTube magic. Oh, try again. Bloody hell, that was difficult. Ah, sunshine. Ouch, that sun's bloody hot. Right, let's get this video done before I sizzle too much. The first sizzlingly sexy summer panty dropper is Dolce & Gabbana's light blue Summer Vibes. And I'm certainly feeling the summer vibes now I've applied my sunblock. The bottle of this one alone is enough to drop panties before it's even been sprayed. Just look at the curves on this little beauty. But what really makes this bottle so sexy is the intricate traditional Italian squiggly lines. It's rare you find a designer fragrance with a design that would even drop Picasso's panties if he weren't dead. This bottle will literally make anyone wet when you spray it. If you don't want to carry the bottle to every panty dropper location you visit, don't worry, the smell is just as good. So how does it smell? Like a panty dropper, of course, otherwise it wouldn't be in this video. Freshly sliced lemon, piney trees, and an ocean breeze. Never has a lemon, a tree and an ocean dropped panties on their own. But when mixed together by Alberto Morillas, called Summer Vibes and slapped in a bottle that resembles a bathroom tile from the 1970s, panties just ain't staying up.
So salty, I'll still take a bite.
Okay, we can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle?
Next is a fragrance that smells nothing like the ocean. Prada Ocean Eau de Parfum. But who says a fragrance has to smell like the name on the bottle? That's just too predictable. What's in the name anyway? O-C-E-A-N. Creamy vanilla, citrus and frankincense provide the photorealistic smell of the ocean. Now that I've read the notes on Fragrantica, standing here, breathing in the ocean, I can really smell the grapefruit, the vanilla, and the frankincense. Never has a fragrance reminded me more of the ocean. Wow! But forget oceans. That's not the wetness you're hoping to elicit from a panty dropper. It's the wet juice flowing from the atomizer that you want to know about. Does it smell good? Yes. Does it smell mass appealing? Yes. Does it smell like a panty dropper? Well, what do you think?
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
In some foreign tongues, Givrée means frosted. Despite the name, Terre au Givrée is not exclusively a winter scent. It actually works surprisingly well in the high summer sizzling heat. Don't agree? Come at me. It's like Terre with its spicy, dry, woody orange personality, just with added frost, both on the bottle and in the bottle. Spray this on and you certainly won't get a frosty reception from the panty-wearing public. Quite the opposite, you'll get a warm reception, very warm, and possibly a bit moist. You're gonna smell like $1,000,000 and probably get about 1,000,000 fucked. This isn't so much au givrée, more givrée.
Why you so salty?
You sure you can handle? Okay, we can take my Lambo.
Guerlain have been creating perfumes since 1853, so they know a thing or two about dropping panties. Just imagine how much panties have changed in the last 170 years. The latest panty dropper release from Galan is L'Homme Platine Prive. Creamy citrus, almond and dry woody vetiver combine to create a fantastic clone of L'Homme cologne. You could call it L'Homme clone. It smells fantastic and is another bona fide panty dropper from the long-established Parisian brand. Paris is known as the city of romance, but Platine Prive skips the romance and gets straight to the panty removal. J'adore! Acqua di Parma is one of the most quintessential men's masculine fragrances ever concocted. Why not make the panty dropping properties even more intense, thus making the panty dropping happen at an even greater intensity? Who'd say no to that? If you'd say yes to that, you might want to try Acqua di Parma Parfum. It's like a romantic evening in a church by the ocean. There's a herb garden nearby, incense candles are burning, and you're staring into the eyes of your date, desperately praying the underwear will succumb to the magical effects of the fragrance. There's nothing not to like about this fragrance, and everything not to hate about it. Almost identical to Profumo. If you own Profumo, you'll definitely want to pick this up because the presentation is so radically different. The Italian brand has decided to embrace multiculturalism and use the French name for perfume rather than the Italian, making this an absolutely must-have panty-dropping perfume. Profumo, Parfum.
Can't stop.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. Why you're so salty?
Some might say Lamar Elixir isn't a summer scent, and you'd be right. No, it isn't fresh. No, it isn't aquatic, and no, it doesn't have whale puke in it. But it does sizzle. It sizzles hard. I wore this in an air-conditioned nightclub here in this traditional summer location, and let me tell you, the amount of panties on the floor after I was done throwing my best shapes was actually a major slip and trip hazard. I ended up getting thrown out of the club, not because of all the slipping and tripping. The bouncers mentioned the words sex pest, but that was just a fake reason because they were jealous that I was picking up all the hot, pantyless booty. Speaking of hot booty, the stunning gold bottle looks like a pirate treasure that could have been washed up on one of these beaches. Wear this panty dropper on cool summer evenings, air-conditioned nightclubs and local supermarkets. Beware, panties will drop and it may get you into trouble, even if you most definitely, absolutely, 100%ly haven't been making a nuisance of yourself in nightclubs, because I wasn't. You've got to be careful in these foreign countries. They'll lock you up for anything. And let me tell you, the food sucks harder than this guy's buns.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
If you came here looking for the best, honest panty dropper intel, it's safe to say you found it. If you came here looking for sexy girls' opinions on panty dropper fragrances, what's wrong with you? Don't do that on the internet. Do it in real life and be the player you know you can be, instead of a keyboard wanker. Here at FM, you'll always get the best style, fashion and fragrance advice in some of the best green screen locations in the world. If you appreciate the lack of effort that goes into these globe-trotting videos, do a like. If you want to see more sexy content like this, subscribe. If you want to see more sexy women in your fragrance videos, get a life. Right, time to get out of here. As much as I like it, that sun's too bloody hot. and I don't want to end up in jail again, because let's face it, dressed like this, they'd rip me apart. And also, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like... It's good to be home.
Number two, panty drop.